everybody and welcome back to another vlog. I realise it's been a little while since I last filmed a video. It's been my busiest period in work, so I really just have not had time to do one, but really looking forward to getting back into it. Got a few Disney trips coming up on the horizon. I've chopped all my hair off since I last filmed a video. I'm ready to do the next one. So what I thought I'd have a go at doing today is a haul video. As you may or may not already know, myself and my husband Paul went on our honeymoon at the beginning of this year to Walt Disney World in Florida. It was absolutely incredible, best holiday of our lives, and as you can probably imagine, I had wedding spending money to take with me, very lucky, and extra suitcase allowance as well, so I bought a lot of stuff, and I thought I would go through that today for anyone that's interested to see what I bought on my Florida honeymoon. So the first thing I thought I'd show you is something that I'm very impressed that we managed to fit in either of our suitcases, but something that I have always wanted, and that is Disney Monopoly. So this is not just any Monopoly, it has a pop-up castle that you pop up in the middle of the board as you play, and also the properties are all Disney rides and attractions. So as a complete Disney geek, absolutely love this. I've played it a few times now, particularly with Paul's family, got very competitive. Managed to fit it in our suitcases with minimal damage, so quite impressed that we managed to get that back to the UK with us. Another couple of games that I bought were Uno, just in this little metal case here. I really enjoy board games in general, and anything that we can take when we're travelling to different places on holiday is a bonus. And then another game that I bought were just these little pack of Walt Disney World playing cards. Super cute, and we've already used them a few times. I love anything that's parks memorabilia, but also a game is definitely coming home with me. The next couple of things I got were pins. Now I do try and get a pin with the year on each time I go to Disney World. So I got a 2022 pin. See if it focuses there, yeah. And it rotates, it's really cute. There we go. And the other pin that I got is because it was the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, I thought I should get a commemorative pin for that as well. Very cute. A couple of other bits I've got here in terms of pin badges are these happily ever after pin badges. I wore it basically the whole time I was there. It was so lovely, cast members congratulating us on our honeymoon. We also got some pixie dust sprinkled on us a few times. The best moment being, well, we got a few like free cakes, sweet treats, things like that, which was brilliant. But the best thing that happened to us whilst we were there is we were walking around Magic Kingdom, just going towards our next ride to Q4, and a cast member came up to us and asked us if we had any plans for the fireworks that evening. We said we were just planning to watch them. We were going to go over to somewhere like the Contemporary and watch them from a different location, but she gave us wristbands for the dessert party, so we actually got to go and stand in a special area, a special viewing spot for the fireworks, and also attend the desserts party where we got loads of delicious treats, unlimited drinks, things like that, and honestly it was one of the most magical evenings of the honeymoon. So thank you to that cast member, whoever you are, and if you're celebrating a special occasion, I would 100% recommend wearing a badge, because you never know, you might get some pixie dust sprinkled on you. The next thing that we always keep if we stay at a Walt Disney World resort is our resort mugs. I personally find these quite good value for money. It's a shame you can't fill them up in the parks, but around the hotel we certainly made the most of them with soft drinks. Very cute. You can get warm drinks like tea or hot chocolate in them, so I would recommend if you're staying on site. Something else I kept was our little flower and garden leaflet. We did try a few of the snacks around Epcot. It was lovely going in the spring because it wasn't too hot. When we last went it was around June, July, whereas on our honeymoon it was April, May, and honestly we could feel the difference so much. I think Paul was a lot more comfortable in particular when it wasn't so hot. But we did try a few of the food items. You can go around the different stalls and decide what you'd like to try and tick them off in your little passport. Another thing I kept as a keepsake from Disney was this little postcard from the Riviera Resort. We went here for breakfast and it was absolutely delicious. Loved meeting all the characters there. Really got made a fuss of, and the view across the Riviera was just insane. I would really recommend going for a meal there if you can. We were lucky enough to be in Hollywood Studios on May the 4th, so we were able to celebrate some of the Star Wars events that day. In order to remember that, we both got one of these little cokes that just looks like, I don't know, it looks sort of like a droid, or it just looks really Star Warsy and cool. And then another thing I got to remember the day was this adorable little porg who now sits on my desk downstairs. He makes quite a strange noise if you press on his little head as well, but I think he's so cute, and he can sit on your shoulder. So all the way around Hollywood Studios on May the 4th, he came around with me on my shoulder, and it was just super cute. Another thing I kept was when we went to Gideon's for one of their amazing cookies. I think they weigh like half a pound or something crazy like that, but I kept the little menu cards. They have different menus for different months of the year. I kept it just to remind me of having the cookie, and it was insane. I would definitely get another one next time we go. Something else I got whilst I was in Epcot was a popcorn bucket. Now, I've never gotten one of these before, but when I saw this one, I just couldn't resist. I really enjoyed the Skyliner. We hope to stay at a Skyliner resort in future so that we can use it to go back and forth to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, but I just thought this was the cutest thing. It's got Mickey and Minnie in there on the Skyliner, and then Chip and Dale, and it's also commemorative of the 50th anniversary. I just need to find somewhere to display it proudly. I wish I'd have got it earlier on in the honeymoon so I could make the most of all the popcorn, but I did get a few in before we had to go home. Something I kept to remind us of our flight were these cute little tiny planes from our Virgin flight. They're salt and pepper shakers. This was because we flew premium economy for the first time ever. Really enjoyed that, enjoyed the extra legroom, the comfier seats, that kind of thing. Due to our honeymoon being delayed a few times due to COVID, we actually got an upgrade voucher to be able to go into premium economy, so it did just give our honeymoon that extra little specialness that we weren't expecting to be able to do. A couple of souvenirs we got from Universal Studios were these Flaming Mo cups. When we went to Mo's, we each got a Flaming Mo, which was excellent. They were just frothing and steaming everywhere. The drinks were really tasty as well. They just tasted like Fanta. There was an alcoholic beverage you could get, but we got the non-alcoholic one, and it just tasted like super fizzy Fanta. It was lovely. Kept the cups as a memory of that. We also were staying at Universal during the Mardi Gras season, which was so much fun. It wasn't something we had planned for, but we just so happened to be there for it. And the extra parades, extra characters and events that were there were just brilliant. I'd really recommend going at that time of year, especially the parade where they throw all the Mardi Gras beads at you. You wouldn't believe the amount that we had, but I condensed it down to sort of a couple of each colour to be able to take home in our suitcase. The pile of these was absolutely huge. I had to leave loads in the hotel room. No idea what the Universal staff might do with them. Hopefully we use them again for next year, but I kept a few of them to remind us of the parade. On to sort of more clothing items now. I bought a new lounge fly whilst I was there. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's based on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and I just think the colours and the design are absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely one of my favourite bags now, and will be coming with me next time I go to Disney World. Another bag I bought from the Orlando Premium Outlets was this little Vans bum bag. I don't know why, but I've become obsessed with all things leopard print lately, and I just think it is so cute. I've particularly enjoyed wearing it around Animal Kingdom and particularly around Universal as well. I find it easier to wear a bum bag because of the small lockers that you have to use for all the thrill rides, so I utilised it a lot there. Putting it in and out of lockers was a lot easier than trying to fit something like my lounge fly. No idea if wearing a bum bag makes me really lame or really cool, but either way, I've embraced it. I also got some new clothing items whilst we were out in Florida. We went to the Premium Outlets and we went to the Vans store where I got a couple of really nice Vans t-shirts. They're super cheap out there as well. Really nice quality. I also got this grey one. Again, spot the leopard print. From Universal, I got this to commemorate my favourite ride, which was Hagrid's. I just think this t-shirt is so cool. It really shows the story of the ride and really makes me look forward to riding it again. A t-shirt that I got from Uniqlo was this Mickey one here. Apologies, it does need an iron. I just love that it said Florida on it in an orange and also Mickey. Combine the two, just love it. I bought 2 Spirit jerseys whilst I was in Florida. One was this baby Grogu one, which I just think is so cute. I love that it's tie-dye. It says Grogu on the back, and then on the sleeve it's just got him in various states of eating, which is very much my vibe. Anyone that knows me. The other Spirit jersey I got is the one that I am wearing. This is actually my first time wearing it. I think it is so cute. It says Walt Disney World on the back. I think these are so comfy for autumn. Can't wait to get some more wear out of it. An item that I got from Universal was this coat that says Universal Studios on the back. It's like a little waterproof jacket, and I've worn it so much on dog walks and things like that, and I love the colours. I'm really glad that I picked this up. Kitch just popped in to say hello to everybody. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the internet people. Yes, I love you as well. Thank you very much. Another item I bought was this hat. It just says Good Times, and it's got the main Disney characters on there. I'm going to take this with me next time I go to Florida in the hot weather. Just think it's a nice neutral colour as well. Will go with most outfits that I'll wear. And finally, the last clothing item that I bought, you either love them or you hate them, and I wasn't sure. I was definitely on the hate side before this holiday. My Disney Crocs. Now, I know there's a very split opinion on these, but I thought if I were going to get Crocs, I may as well get the brightest, most sort of ugly ones that I could find. And if they're Disney World ones, all the better. They've also got a little monorail on here. I've worn them so much to walk Chip. They are so comfortable, and in the rain the water just goes through, your feet dry out really quickly. In the theme parks I wore them a little bit and they were super comfy. I am definitely converted. Apologies to anybody who that upsets. So yeah, that was everything that I bought on our honeymoon to Florida. My case was a lot heavier on the way back, as you can imagine, as was Paul's, with me fitting all my purchases into his suitcase. I think the next video I'm going to film will likely be a packing video for my impending trip to Disneyland Paris with my friends. We go in November, and it should be when Disneyland Paris has been decorated for Christmas. Cannot wait. So my next video will likely be a packing video for that, and then I'll film some vlogs whilst we're out there. I really appreciate any feedback you can give me on these videos. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and any ideas welcome for the next videos that I film. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!